Hello and welcome to my review of probably the best overpriced set of the summer wave, set 75435, the Battle of Felucia, Separatist MTT, that's a mouthful, with 976 pieces, 2 minifigures, and a whole lot of battle droids, and it releases on August 1st, so it already released today, and it retails for $200 Canadian. You heard that right, $200. And we'll see if that's worth it in this review. The front of the box shows all the minifigures in the set and its full glory, just showing it all there with some Felucia in the background and just some little plants and stuff and little things that the droids are doing. On the side, there's nothing much to note, just a bunch of stupid information in the back. It shows it all open, all the droids doing different things, Commander by sticking those up. That's what I always find on these sets, is that they always have, like, the clones, like, doing a stick up to the battle droids, which I find funny. Illuskira over here, and all the battle droids just mingling in there. And you can see all of the features of the MTT up top right there. And on the other side of the box, it just shows another angle of the MTT. And the top shows some more information with Commander Y right there. And that's about it for the box. And now let's get into the minifigures. The first minifigure that I'd like to take a look at is the Illuskira minifigure, which looks really good with her blue lightsaber and brown printing all around. Her kind of hat piece with, like, her ears or whatever those are looks really good. Some nice prints, and I'm really surprised that they got the print to go all the way around. So that looks really good. The back of her also shows some nice detail. That has her, like, I don't know, that has like a crop top or something, like it's continued on the back, which is nice. And some more detail just all around. And she has one brown arm, just accurate, and full brown legs with some printing, which look pretty good. And she has two faces. One is angry, and one is just kind of neutral. And the face looks also really good, except because the lips aren't pink. I'm kidding. I'm not going to be one of those idiots who are complaining about her lips not being pink. They're fine. They're pink enough. That's a stupid thing to be complaining about. But yeah, it's a pretty good minifigure. Probably one of the best Illuskiras that we've gotten. And probably for my favorite minifigure in this set is the Commander Bly. Now, before I get into all the good stuff, I'm going to go into, like, the two main bad things. And that's really that his cheeks need to be yellow. They're gray. I feel like they should be yellow. And there's no waistcape. Like, I like waistcapes. Like, I don't really like the printed waistcapes. Like, I'm a stickler. Yeah, I like waistcapes. But what is stupid is that people are expecting LEGO to put waistcapes and then disappointing themselves when they don't have waistcapes. It's stupid. LEGO's been doing this for a while now. Get used to it. They're disappointing themselves because they're expecting LEGO to do it, and they're just being idiots by disappointing themselves. It's stupid. Okay. Now, off of that tangent, back to the thing. It looks really good. I do really like the brown on it. Like all the tan and brown bits on its legs and its helmet look really, really good. The extra yellow down here also very good. I do wish the middle one could have been tan, but I still think it gets the job done pretty well. And the fact that they're complaining about 2 ammo pouches, I don't care, because the third one is kind of shown to be, like, on the side. Like, it's kind of in between, like, the armpit and the chest area, so that doesn't matter very much. And they're complaining about, like, the millimeter gap between his between his visor and his top bit. It is, like, millimeters. And so what if the gap is just, it's small. It's a small gap. Do you really care that much about, like, a small white strip? I don't care if they were able to do it in the past. It is stupid that people are complaining about this. And he also has the new pauldron piece that is pretty wide, but I still think it looks really good, and it allows for pretty good movement of the arm. It looks really good like that, and some battle damage on his torso that you can see some of the scrapes and stuff, and scrapes of the paint as well. And on the back, just some regular clone detail just details on it like a back of a clone. It looks great. And they even added the 2 little yellow things there. So, like, to kind of match the front. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is an amazing minifigure, and I don't care what anyone says. I do like the yellow arms. I wish they were printed, though, but this still looks really good. I always liked those yellow arms that they used, or the colored arms that they used to do on the old Clone Troopers, and I just think, yeah, it's nice that they're starting to do this again. I think they look really good like that. But yeah, anyways, Commander Bly, best minifigure in the set. Some minor problems, but most of the problems are irrelevant and stupid because of the adult babies on here, on YouTube. But anyway, amazing figure. And now for probably the most controversial minifigure other than Commander Bly is the Commando Droid. And I do agree. I think it should be brown. I mean, in some lighting it does look gray, but I do think that brown is a more accurate color, but I don't really care because gunmetal gray actually fits the Commando Droids really, really well. They look really menacing. There are some nice prints, like over here. You can see the red dot and a little bit of brown between its torso, and its head also is very detailed and looks very good. I'm pretty sure the clip is also thicker too, so there's that. It's also less brittle, because, you know, not brown. But yeah, this is still an amazing minifigure. Well, not technically a minifigure, but I don't care. It's still a really good figure, nonetheless. And you get 7 battle droids, one being just this plain, regular pilot battle droid with a little bit of black printing right there. So, yeah, you're just your standard battle droid. And for also a pretty lame battle droid is just a battle droid. Just your standard battle droid. Nothing notable. And now for the highlight. The Separatist colored MTT. Now, first things first, this thing looks incredible. It is beautiful from every angle. It is just immaculate. It looks really good on display. And even the stud shooters are integrated really well. So I just think this thing looks really good. And, well, one downside, it's smaller. For $20 more, it's smaller than the ATTE, which sucks, but it still looks good. So, let's get into the finer details. So first, I want to focus on the outside, which it has this big printed disc, which I haven't really seen people mention this, but it kind of wiggles, which can be a little annoying at sometimes. And you can also see the droid in there, but it wiggles, and it gets kind of annoying when you do this, and you just see it like that. It's a little bit annoying, but not too bad. Some of the very stubby cannons, I get why they made them stubby, but I still think they could have maybe added like a lightsaber hilt or something to make them a little bit longer, but not too bad. You can see all the angling here to have this like nice angle. Some like engine stuff below here, everything which is mirrored on the other side. There's no really battle damage, which is unique at all. You have a sticker right here, which I don't really mind stickers, and especially because the sticker sheet was very small in the set, but this does not match the brick. I don't really complain about that, but that is just, Moving past that, we also have this back plate, which is a little bit chunkier to give it some thickness. That's really good. And we have the back here with some more angling and some more pieces to give extra detail. And this thing up here, which looks like canister. It's not, which I kind of don't like. And this, finally, the right place to use this piece on the back of an MTT. The last 2 MTTs, they used this in gray instead of brown, but it's actually used good here because it's brown. So, yay. And moving to the top, you can see there are 2 stud shooters right there, which can fire. Never mind, they can't fire off that easily. I guess you gotta be light with them, but they fire off easily. Okay, just work with me, yay! But yeah, they work really well and they shoot pretty far. They have this right here and angled up to see the Vulture Droid eyes right there, which is accurate. And on the side, you can see some more detail and angling. And the top of this looks really good, like how it has a slight like decline. It just looks really good. And on the outside, this set is really good. Now onto the interior. To access the bottom interior, you just flip these 2 panels up right here. And you can see there's not really much in here, just more of like the mechanism to make the droids drop out, and a place to hold your blasters, not too notable. And you can see these wheels, which I don't really care that they're there, because I'm probably going to display it closed up like this, so it doesn't really matter that much. But you can see all the techniques that they use, all the technique in there. So yeah, that's about it for that interior. And onto the back, you can see, as you can see, it's nice and chunky, but you can also lift this up and down, which will reveal a little bit interior where you can store your stap. And you can take your stap out, and here's your stap. I'm pretty sure it's almost the exact same as the one in the other battle pack. Like, it's a little bit different, but it is mostly the same build, just without the stubby cannons, which I think look really good. I like these stubby cannons, not like the fat cannons on the other one. So I think I like this better. And you can place it in there. Sorry, it's hard to do this with one hand. You can place it in there fairly easily. And it sits in there, and it doesn't mess with the droid dropping mechanism. And opening up the top, you just pull this off, and then you slide these down where you'll see your battle droid pilot. Oh, he's kind of wonky in there. And his blaster right there, kind of laying down, not really sitting down, not that big of a deal. And you can see a very small sticker in there, which gives it some nice extra detail. I like to imagine that those are ATTEs on the screen, or Juggernauts, because how the Juggernaut had MTTs on its screen. But yeah, so that's about it. The top interior, and you can close it up easily. Just pop it right on, and boom, you're ready for action. Moving back to like the wheel side of things, looking at the underside, you can see that there are some wheels there, along with the force wheels that we saw earlier. And they allow it to move very nicely in every direction, and even kind of drift just like that. Yeah, that was cringy. But yeah, the wheels work very good on this set, and it gives it some nice mobility on hard surfaces and some soft surfaces, so it's really good for play. And now, the main attraction, the droid jumping function. It all starts with this little knob back here. It looks like canister, kind of ugly, but it doesn't matter. You twist it. Come on. You twist it, and easily everything drops down. The droids fall like that. Now, isn't that just incredible? And not only that, but it retracts, and both the doors close. Like, this is just the best feature that we've ever gotten in MTT. And to show you again, pretty simple. And you can do this with, like, no struggle at all. Like, I haven't had any really faults with this, other than, like, me building it wrong. But this thing just works so well. Just everything here, it's amazing how well this works. Just drop. I could do this for hours on end. And they all just close up, just like that. It's magnificent. And to show you kind of what it looks like on the inside, there are some studs and jumper plates, which this rolly piece, like, they'll roll on top of them. They'll roll on top of them, allowing it to move. You can see the mechanism, and then it just drops down. You can see that move, and same thing, it pulls up like that. Now, if you want to look on the inside, you can see there's a little bit of chain, which allows the bottom one to retract into itself. And you'll never have any hiccups with this, like the bottom one, like, unless you physically, like, toil with it to make it do that. The bottom one will never end up on top of the top one, and not vice versa, because that's how it's supposed to go. But yeah, it is probably the best MTT mechanism we have ever gotten. And now for the overall of the set. Minifigures, I don't care what anyone says, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. I love the minifigures, and if you're not happy with that, not my problem. Design and display ability, a 10 out of 10. Like, it may be smaller, but that does make it good if you don't have a lot of space, so you can easily store it. And this thing just looks phenomenal from every single angle. Playability, 10 out of 10. That feature with the droids is absolutely incredible. Like the droid dropping feature is amazing. That entire set, just because of how good that mechanism is. For interior, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. The interior is okay. There is a lot that could have been done better. Like, it's not very good. But I do think they did good with the space that they had. And finally, value for your money. $200 just seems way too much for this. So, but, like, trust me, if you're going to buy it, you won't be disappointed. But $200 is just way too much for this. So for value, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And that leaves a total of 8.4 out of 10, which I think is amazing. Don't pay full price for this. Definitely wait for it to go $24 off. At least maybe $20 less in the ATTE and Gunship right now. But if you're going to, I would definitely pick this up. The minifigures are worth it. The build is worth it. Just wait for it to go on sale. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.